The Tiara Club at Silver Towers, Princess Daisy and the Magical Merry-Go-Round. Hello, I'm Daisy, Princess Daisy, and I do hope you're enjoying being at Silver Towers with us. You're exactly the right kind of princess. You know, just like my lovely friends Charlotte, Katie, Alice, Sophia, and Emily, and not at all like Diamond and Gorilla. They're so big-headed. Do you get nervous before you do something new? I do. I try so hard not to, but I can't help it. Learning to be a perfect princess means you're always doing new things or going to new places. Chapter 1. We were sitting in the homework room when Princess Freya came zooming in. Have any of you seen the notice board? She gasped. There's a garden fair on Saturday and a flower petal ball afterwards. Can't stop, gotta tell everyone, bye! And she was gone. We stared at each other for a moment, and then Charlotte snatched up her book. Quick, she said, let's go and have a look. The notice board is outside the back breakfast hall, and if there are any school events or invitations, Lady Albina pins them up. We are expected to check the board regularly, but we aren't always very good at remembering. Anyway, we hurtled down the stairs, but we weren't the first there. Loads of princesses were staring at the huge invitation pinned to the notice board. You are all invited to King Percival's Royal Garden Fair this Saturday, 3 p.m. until late. Listen to the Royal Brass Band. Wander in the flower garden. Row on the lake. Ride on the marvelous merry-go-round. N.B. The day will end with a flower petal ball. Wow, said Charlotte. That sounds so brilliant. And it's Saturday, tomorrow. Alice's eyes were shining. I adore merry-go-rounds, she said. Let's all have a go together, and we can whirl round and round and round. Yes, Emily and Katie sound just as thrilled as Alice. Merry-go-rounds are the best, Sophia said. What do you think, Daisy? Yes, I said. It'll be fun. I hope I sounded as if I really truly meant it. Does that sound odd? The trouble was, I'd been secretly hoping we wouldn't have another trip out for a little while. We'd been to King Percival's before, so I knew that bit would be all right. But I wasn't at all sure if I liked the idea of a merry-go-round. I'd never been on one, and I was certain I'd do something silly, like getting dizzy and falling off. For a moment, I wondered if I could pretend to be ill the next day. But then I remembered I was trying to be a perfect princess and earn enough tiara points to win my silver sash and a place at Ruby Mansions. Perfect princesses, I told myself firmly, don't tell lies. And they try to be brave. Sophia was still looking at the invitation on the board. It doesn't tell us what to wear, she said. Do we have to dress as flowers for a flower petal ball? Princess Diamond and her twin sister Gorilla heard her, and Diamond sniggered. Sophia could go as a dandelion, could she, Gorilla? All the Silver Rose rumors could go as weeds, Gorilla said, and the two of them collapsed in a fit of giggles. Sophia totally ignored them and took my arm. Shall we ask Fairy Angora? I nodded. Fairy Angora is the fairy godmother at Silver Towers, and she was sure to know. Fancy, Sophia's actually had a good idea. Why don't we see Diamond said loudly. Gorilla, why don't we see Fairy Angora at break time? And she flounced away. Quick, Katie said. Let's go right now. The six of us hurried along the corridor and knocked at Fairy Angora's door. Do come in. Fairy Angora has the loveliest, tingliest voice. Door open. The door turned a glowing pink, but it stayed shut. Sometimes Fairy Angora's magic doesn't work. Alice grinned and turned the handle as we tripped inside. Fairy Angora was sitting at her desk, which had a vase of gorgeous apple blossom on it. What can I do for you, my darlings? She asked. Please, Sophia said. We are not sure what to wear tomorrow. Wear your prettiest summer dresses, angels, Fairy Angora said. Something fresh and flowery. That'll be perfect for the fair and the flower petal ball. We looked at each other anxiously. None of us had flowery dresses. Don't worry, darlings, Fairy Angora had seen our faces. Pop in here after lessons with what you got. She waved at her vase. I've been practicing a little flowery magic, so we'll see what I can do. But don't be late, my angels. I've got a meeting with King Percival and I mustn't keep him waiting.